Hello, Signorina. It is so lovely to have you here.
I love Signorina. Hi, Lachlan.
Thank you so much for coming in. There is a lot we have to get through. How do you feel, firstly, watching the show? I spoke to you at the start of the season. You said you weren't going to be watching. Is that still the case?
No. That's changed.
Okay.
I didn't realise the importance of watching what they do to you.
Okay.
I didn't understand that. I honestly believed I've been there. I was triggered. It was horrific. I'm now not going to put myself through it again. That's all changed.
Yeah.
I actually don't care.
Do you feel like you've distanced yourself from that time on the show?
What I've done is I've now understood that was make-believe. Whereas when I was there, it was just so real.
Okay.
Now I'm in the real world. I'm unbreakable.
How does that feel then, watching yourself when you were in that headspace and kind of reliving the trauma almost?
I can't believe what they've done to me. I had real bombshells. I had real issues within the so-called marriage. They've taken that all away. Why would you do that? That's a bit that's made me go, why would you do that?
Yeah.
I keep going back to Tim and Katie. That was legit. That was spot on. You've made a mistake, Tim. Katie, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Why are they protecting Tony so much? I just don't get it.
So obviously the big thing from your storyline that we haven't seen, Tony told you on the honeymoon, I believe, that he was still married.
That's why there is no honeymoon, because I ruined the filming. It wasn't him by saying that he's married. I ruined it.
Well, firstly, how did you ruin it when he drops the bombshell? What do you mean by that?
Because I didn't let it go. My producer kept saying to me, stop talking. Let it go. We're not going to air it. And I would repeat, over my dead body. What do you mean you're not going to air it? What do you mean you're not going to show it? So this anger that builds up on me goes so far back. It's not just what Tony does to me. It's what she's doing to me as well.
Did Tony admit that he was married because he was forced, or did he want to, or how did that come out?
You know the honesty box?
Yep.
We went to dinner. The restaurant was closed off. And he said, Morinci, because he could never say my name, Morinci, Morandashi. And I'd go, it's Morena, but okay, whatever. And he'd always call me something different. I need to tell you something, and they told me I need to tell you now. So I listened to your keywords. That's all I heard. They told me I need to tell you now. So in my head, thinking, okay, the bombshell isn't that he's repulsed by my age, because I thought that's what was my bombshell. But there was so much more than that. So we sit down at dinner, honesty box, and he goes, I'm married. I took a sip of my wine, and legit, it just sat there. I couldn't even swallow. I drink the rest of my wine, and I just said nothing. I get interrupted by the producer. She goes, okay, guys, can we move it along now from that topic? Enough with that. And I just looked at her and I said, what do you mean enough with that? Yeah, look, just let's not mention, that he's married, and let's just reset. Can you do that, Morena? I can't. So I went on and on and on and on. And all I copped was stop talking.
Obviously, it was a lot different than you would have expected. Completely different than you would have signed up for.
Stupid. I'm going to put my hand up.
Had you watched the show before and you had an idea?
Of course I have.
Okay.
I was a viewer.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you know what's going on. So I understand why the viewers don't like me. I get that. I don't hate them. I feel sad for them. But the fact that viewers go over and beyond to the point where they're going to deliberately send me messages, I just laugh.
What kind of messages are they sending?
They're not real good messages that I can say over the mic. Why would you do that? I would never, even if I didn't like you, I'm not going to bully you. I understand why they don't like the character. I didn't realise I was going on a show and I was going to be a character. I really thought I was going to marry a stranger, pretend married, thank God. And I really believed that I was going to have help from 3 puppets. That's what I call them, puppeteers. They're not experts. I thought they were. They're not. I'm like, every time they'd say something, it'd be like, did you just say that?
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell?
Why then did you keep going on the show and staying with him?
I get asked that all the time. First week, I stayed willingly because I wanted to know what's this guy's deal. The honeymoon was a write-off, complete write-off. I write stay. Week 2, you saw I wrote leave, didn't you? He was so angry at me. He said, you embarrassed me. I'm sorry. Was I meant to discuss with you what I was feeling? I realised, I don't know what's wrong with you, but I'm sorry, you're wasting my time. I write leave. I stay the next week and I write, I'm here to turn my pain into wisdom. Do you know how much I had to fight to write that? Because my lovely producer, she'd say to me, no, you just write stay or leave. And I said, well, actually, how about I just don't go to the commitment ceremony? You have to go. Do I? Well, it's your choice. This is what I want to write. Nope. Well, not going. I end up getting my way. I believe you need to stand up for what you believe is right. I was in so much pain. You forced me to stay here against my will. So I write to turn my pain into wisdom.
Did you confide in any of your co-stars when all of this happened? Did you trust any of them?
Are you hilarious? Are you actually asking me that question? I was set up to be alone. There was no one else even close to my age. And there was no one else on my level. I was invisible. I was non-existent. I was the old lady. I was the one that was depressed and sad. And Tony would say, see, she's no fun.
After you left the show, how did you kind of get back to where you are now and find this strength after they had essentially tore you down?
I'm surrounded by love. My kids can't get enough of me. My friends can't get enough of me. I love them. I'm at a party every weekend. That's my work. I've got a wonderful life. I realised when I left that was make-believe. So now when I look at TV, I look at myself and I think, I don't even look like me.
I don't know how much you want to share, but the reunion, did you decide to come back or what can we expect when that happens?
Fool me once, not twice. No, I declined.
Okay.
They said to me, you've got an obligation. I have no obligations. I'm done. I'm actually done. On my remote, I've got to actually put a cover on number 9. I'm done. I will never watch you. I don't care what you put on there. Change your ethics. Change your values. I understand you've got a show to do, and I used to say to them, do your job. But there's a line.
The other participants, are you still in contact with any of them?
I'm sorry. What was that question?
Did I see you with Katie? You got
She's
lunch recently?
Look, I bonded with Katie from the Hens Night. Beautiful. She was gorgeous. She was there in the commitment ceremony. She heard what he said at the commitment ceremony. She's too old. I ordered a 40-year-old. And we had long discussions. Tony, it's 4 years. We had these discussions. I wouldn't be here today talking to you if they had showed, at least if they had shown one problem that we had. That's okay that Tony thinks I'm a grandma. He can't even keep up with me. And now directors want to say that never happened because if it did, we would have showed it. So where's my honeymoon, dolls? I'm blown away. I didn't expect that. I really expected whatever happens between us two. So if I lose my I really believe that they were going to show that.
What is something that you would love fans of the show to keep in mind when they continue to watch the season?
Look beyond what you see. Have a look how long they they hold that camera on you, or better still, when the camera's off you and then you're still talking. And when you see that the frame of the TV goes click, 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 they've joined on words. You know, there was one episode where I apparently said, I'm after an alpha man, but I got Tony. I never said that.
It's so important to point this out, and then I think it gives people an awareness when they watch, and when they hear, they can pick up on it.
Yeah. And the other thing they could have done better, now they use AI. Please use it better than what you did, better than what you did. My wedding, do you remember me speaking Italian?
Yeah.
How sexy did I sound? I wish I could talk Italian like that.
So that was AI?
I talk broken dialect. Anyone that knows me, they went, how much did you rehearse that? And I go, rehearse it? When do you know that I rehearse anything? Now, I said in English the way he looked at me. And then when I heard in Italian, I went, they didn't do their homework right. I don't speak Italian. I slow it down and I watch the lips moving. Oh my God, that's just sensational. Why do that? You had enough on us. This is what I just want. They're never going to have another 57-year-old on there ever again. I was hard work because I questioned them. I was never rude, ever. I always said to them, look, I know you've got a job to do, but don't cross the line.
Thank you so much for coming in and sharing your side of the story, and I hope it helps viewers, and I hope it helps future participants as well.
Thank you so much.